Hi friends, it's Auntie Cuckoo here. So friends, we are in the kitchen. I'm in front of the cupboard, but I'm standing up. It's past 11 o'clock at night and the kids are home for summer, so that means busy days for me. So I thought I would come to you guys this evening with a DIY for the 4th of July. Now I'm going to use a different tripod, so I'm going to actually turn the camera upside down so you guys can see what I'm doing as I'm doing it here at the table. But let me show you what we need to get started. I want firecrackers. And I've seen them in the store for 4th of July, but they're all glittery. And glitter just doesn't go with what I have going on in my house. So I've decided to make my own. I've thought of a few different ways to do it. I was at the Dollar Tree and I was thinking pool noodles. And then I was thinking craft paper, wrapping paper, toilet paper, and paper towel tubes. And then I was in the 99-cents only store. And I saw something that changed everything. So guys, I saw these patriotic hats. So they had two different patterns. And I know the Dollar Tree has something different, but it's glittery. And I've already told you how I feel about that. So they just have this one. And they have this one. And I thought, that's perfect. It's kind of a cardboard type material. Probably just as sturdy as cardstock, but it's already printed. So my idea is to go ahead and cut these, turn them into what look like rockets or fireworks, and then make little tops for them. Now I know you can find these hats also at party stores. I think I just saw them at Walmart, as a matter of fact, in the party section. Now I have a plate, and my idea is to use some of that material to cut out a circle, and then we'll make a little cut down the side to make it into a cone topper. So you'll need something round, scissors. I have my hot glue gun plugged in with plenty of glue sticks. And then I'm not sure for decoration if I'm going to use these, but I got out some raffia and some twine. And then the most important thing you need, coffee. Let's get started. All right guys, so I'm just going to show you my hands as I work so that you can see everything I'm doing. And I might speed this up if it gets a little repetitive. If not, then I'm just going to chat. So this has a little ring around it. I'm just going to pull that off. It looks like it was just maybe glued. Yeah. Let me actually, since I don't have any extras of these, I'm going to cut it off. So the kids have been wearing these. They're not in perfect condition. I've had them sitting inside waiting for a minute that I could do this little project. Now, there's a few different firework decor pieces I've seen at different places. One is where the top is flat. It's a flat circle, and they have a fuse coming out, and then you could do like pipe cleaners and have them look like it's exploding. And then the other one is more of a rocket style, which is what I'm going for today. And my thought is to make, hopefully, 3 a set, and then maybe I'll put some twine to hold them in a grouping together. So I'm just going to cut this along the seam where it was glued together originally. And I'm going to try and preserve this top because it would be a good portion of paper to use for a rocket top. I'm pretty sure that out of this hat I can get 2 fireworks. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half, and I'm going to cut it down the center. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are like me when you do DIYs, but I have lots of ideas, but obviously I've never executed them. So it is a learn as you go kind of situation. So this is my idea, but I think I would like to do it like this, and I think I want this one tall, and I'm going to go ahead and use this as the top of the rocket to go ahead and alternate. Now I have seen with the rockets where people will have ribbon hang down below, but my idea is to group them together as a piece of decor in like a vignette or a display. So I'm actually going to set them on a counter or table. I'm not going to hang them, but if I were going to hang them, I could go ahead and do ribbon or pipe cleaners, anything like that down here. All right guys, so I just wanted to show you here on the sides, I went ahead and trimmed away a little bit of the excess paper, so now it is more of a rectangle. Beforehand, let me show you the other half. It looked more like this, like a cone shape. And so I just eyeballed it and just cut a little extra off here on each end. And then I went ahead and I picked off these little paper pieces that are used to attach the brim and top of the hat to the main part of the hat, just so they weren't sticking out. I think I am going to go ahead and trim down the top of this a little bit. It's a little wrinkly for my taste, and then I'm going to be able to hot glue it more accurately into a good cylinder shape, and we'll be right back. Guys, there we have it. We have our cylinder shape for our piece of rocket fireworks here all glued together. There's just a seam there in the back, and that will be facing to the back. And now let's go ahead and work on the top of the rocket. Now I just realized my thought is to have my stars placed down like this so that it'll just give a variation. But I want a blue top on this one, and the circle that I planned to use is too big. So that was poor planning. So let me pause this and go find something that is closer to this side. So what I did is I just drew a little line here, and what we're going to do is collapse that fold onto itself to make a cone shape like that, and then we're going to go ahead and glue it, and hopefully it will cover the top of our rocket. Alright guys, so a bit of operator error here. I'm feeling like this top is too small for our largest rocket here, so I'm going to save this one for one of the smaller ones, and I'm going to go ahead and use another piece of our hat and make it just a little bit bigger, since this is going to be the tallest rocket. Alright, so I've cut out a very imperfect circle. I'll go ahead and trim that when we're done. So my main thought was to make it slightly bigger than this one here, just a little bit, and we can always even it up afterwards. So I'm just going to cut this circle right down the middle. Oh my gosh, I think that's going to be so much cuter. Yes. So cute. Okay, I do think I'm going to trim this white layer off right here, just because I think I did end up getting this section a little bit wider than down here. So let me do that and we'll be right back. All right guys, so I went ahead and just trimmed off that top white layer. Now I'm going to take my hot glue and fold this circle down on itself and trim it up here along the edges, and then we'll go ahead and hot glue it on top. All right, so I did go ahead and there was one section here, that's actually part of a star there, that I just wanted to even up, and now I'm just going to put some hot glue around here, turn it upside down, lining up my seams of both my cone and my rocket so that that can be the back of it, and let the glue set. All right, so I did find it very easy to put the cone into the top here, lining up your seams, and then put your hot glue around it and it'll just fall right into place. I'm gonna let this go ahead and set for a minute, and then we'll turn it upside down and start on our next one. Alright guys, you ever just do a DIY and it doesn't turn out as fabulous as you thought? That's me tonight. So, we have our rockets finished. I just did the other two tops and they are cute. But for some reason I didn't take into account that they would knock into each other and not perfectly line up. So, my solution to that is I took a piece of scrap and I just trimmed it so that it was even and glued it to make another little cylinder. And my idea is that if I put this in the center and hot glue all of my rockets around it, they will actually stay together. So let's give that a try. Guys, so I made a little lemonade out of my lemons. What I did was I took a piece of scrap and used it as a center cone, and then I glued my rockets to it. Now, I will suggest that you decide on how big this ring is once you put them together. But this is our finished product and I'm happy with it. So I do think that if you don't have these hats available, you could use toilet paper rolls, cover them with wrapping paper, cardstock, washi tape. You could do ribbon, and I may come back when it's not after midnight and do a little ribbon here to embellish just the edges. But I do have to say this was a trial and error. I don't have any measurements for you. It's more of an idea than anything. But I will say this is what made it happen for me, because I was almost not going to post this. I think it turned out super cute, and I hope you guys enjoyed this 4th of July DIY. I would love to hear how you celebrate the 4th down below. And I will see you guys soon in the next video.